Hi, today I'm coming to you from Grass Valley, Oregon. I'm on the Justesen Ranch fishing a series of private lakes. They have probably 7 or 8 lakes on the property. Um, Today I'm on Big Lake. This, this lake is usually reserved for groups, but I'm here midweek, so not a lot of groups get out on a Thursday. So it's mid-April. We're going to have sunny, warm weather. The winds aren't going to get too bad. And the great thing about Justesen Ranch is they have about 8 or 9 lakes on the property. So there's a good chance that if you come out here, you're going to have a lake all to yourself. So, just give that a thought. I'm going to leave the information on how you get a hold of Justesen Ranch in the description field. Let's go fishing. Huh. Oh, there it is. So I can get him back this way. I thought I'd completely missed that strike. I was so late on it. That indicator went down, and I was kind of asleep at the switch, and it popped back up, and I thought, oh, he's gone. Couldn't help myself. I was still in the motion of setting the hook, and boom, he was there, still there. Ooh. The only thing I don't like is that he was headed toward the bushes. Oh, strong fish. Not a head shaker. He's been a guy who's done more running than. Which I'm thankful for, because those head shakers have the uncanny ability of getting that hook dislodged. They're very good at it. I'm really curious to see which fly this thing took. It was one of the chironomids or the squirmy wormy at the bottom. Man alive. Is he foul hooked? Yes. Hmm. Okay, where my indicator is, that's as close as I'm going to be able to get him. It wasn't head shaking. All right, now he's going nuts. Beautiful rainbow. All right. Upside down, really. All right. How about we get your head over the edge there? Are you going to turn yourself around? There he goes. Down by my fin and on his way. There's one. Okay, got him. Now, if I can get this guy in, at least I'll be able to tell what he's eating, which fly he took. I think increasing the depth on these things was a bonus. It's really helped. Okay. Don't find that anchor line. Oh, he's doing the head shakes. Okay. Oh, he's going way down. God, he's got to be right down on the bottom. All right, now we're getting him back up again. Strong fish. Okay. Because I'm fishing so deep, that's about as much line as I can bring in. Okay. I can get him all the way to the net. Nope. Oh, come on, buddy. Come back. He took the squirmy wormy. All right. That was a little work. Oh, nice fish. Look how thick he is across the back. Turn yourself around, buddy. Exits out the other way. There he goes. Yeah. Till we meet again. I'm not a salesman for Rio, and Rio's not sponsoring me in any way. It's just, it's what I found in using different fly lines. And if I find a really good one, I'm going to tell you. So, ooh, there was an, okay, he's off. But yes, he was there and he was pulling it down. Oh, I hate missing strikes like that. Like I said, it's going to take a while. It's probably going to take about 20 seconds for those flies to get all the way down. Now, I saw a video with a guy from Great Britain who was, they call chironomids buzzers. And what he was doing was, he wasn't using an indicator per se, he was just using his fly line and fishing fairly deep. And he would cast them out, and they were like this. They were unweighted or just barely, just barely had any, would barely sink. And he would cast them out and let them sit. And then every now and then he would take like a 4-foot pull to get them to rise up slowly and then sink back down. And there we go. Oh. And for some reason, he thought that that was the natural way that these things rise and fall. They don't just make a straight ascent to the surface. I don't know that that's true, but later in the year, I may try his little method to see if it's effective. Oh, oh, beautiful fish. I can see that bright pink stripe from here. He's a head shaker, man. He's looking for the angle to get that thing to pop out of his mouth. It's just a matter of will he do it. He's also on the squirmy wormy. I was not anticipating that that was going to be the hot pattern. The only reason it's on there is to help sink those flies. Oh, he's off. That's good. Squirmy wormy's still there. That's good. All right, I'll give it a go again. All right. I don't know if that was the same fish. It wasn't very long after that first missed strike that he came back and took those. Okay, I'm gonna get it a little further out than that. Because as far as I've casted it, because of fly line memory, it's not going to stay out there. It's going to come back to me a little bit. So typically with chironomids, black chironomids are the most common I found in the Northwest. They make up the bulk. There are other colors, and depending on where you're fishing, another color may dominate. I've actually been on Sprague Lake for a red chironomid hatch where they were very large. They were an inch and a quarter. And the first time I've really run into red ones, I did happen to have some in my box, which was a nice thing. But by and large, the chironomids really start hatching around 10:30. And at that point, they're down deep. So, I mean, like right now, it's probably 11 o'clock or so. Now it's moving up on 12. I'm fishing a little deeper, and they will work their way up all during the hatch. The ones that hatch out at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30 in the morning, by 11 o'clock, they're hitting the surface, and you'll start seeing more surface rises. And then you don't have to fish quite as deep, although there's nothing wrong with fishing deep because all throughout the next 4 or 5 hours of the hatch, there will be chironomids at all levels. So, like a little later in the day, I could actually shorten this up and fish maybe down about 4 feet and do fairly well. Now, I'm going to fish here for a while, but after I've been here for maybe an hour or so, I'm going to change locations. And the reason for that is fish cruise to look for food, but it's not like they cruise the whole lake. I've typically found that what they do is the fish will work a circuit, work like a ring or an ellipse, and they'll, follow some channels or whatever. And, it's a pattern that's worked out, that they've worked out before. And, you'll find a few fish in an area and they'll all work kind of in a circuit like that. And, they may cover like 50, 60 feet and then come back around and, they keep doing the circuit. So you're essentially fishing over the same fish if you stay in one area for an hour. So there's something. Okay. So things will start to slow down because everybody's seen your act. And then you might want to move to another spot and find a different bunch of fish that are working a different circuit. Oh, head shake. Yeah. Like I said, fish generally fall into one of a couple of camps. And, the biggest ones are the runners, and the other camp is the head shakers. And this guy looks like he doesn't want to spend the energy to run, but he's going to sit down there and shake his head. till we can get that fly free. Whoa, down below the boat toward the anchor line. Get away from there. Oh, whoa. You guys like to run deep. Come back. Whoa, back toward the anchor line again. Oh, man. Back under the boat. Okay. Come back, buddy. Man, it's so thick. Oh, shit. Not there. Okay, got him. He made that challenging, I'll tell you. Ran right between my legs. Whoo! That is a beautiful trout. I think he wants to be free. Oh, don't go down. Go up. There you go. Look the other way. I don't know what they see in the net. Oh, all right, you. If I can get you turned around. Oh, without falling out of my own boat. This way. I know. I know. There we go. There he goes. Finding the exit sometimes is the hardest part. There's a fish. I was just about to say I may have worn out my welcome on this circuit. Might be time to move. Let the head shakes commence. Ooh. Again, squirmy wormy. Oh. Then a display of power. Down he goes. Whoa. Oh, nice thick back. Oh, he's in. Whew. Oh, he got off. He's off the fly. Let's get this mess out of the net so he doesn't get hooked again. The other fly is down here in the bottom of the net. That's the one he took. Okay. I love it when they do all the work. Dang, get off of there. There we go. All right, let's get this guy out of here. He's got plenty of spunk. He just has to get turned around. Okay, your head's the right way now. There. Good. And away he goes. Down in the depths. All right. So maybe I'll hang out here a little bit longer, but I was thinking maybe I'd worn out my welcome in this spot. Maybe it'd be time to go locate some more fish. And the truth is, we're probably getting to that point anyway. I will give it a little bit more time. Oh, you were kidding me. Total reversal in the wind. It's coming from the south now, blowing north. Now, let's just fire one out here till it really settles. Okay. Clutch of flies landed. Now I'm going to put one more cast into this. Back and out. That wasn't good enough. Of course, the more I put those flies in the air, the greater the chance I'm going to wind up tangled. Boy, that didn't take long. Ugh. Casting a different spot on the lake since the wind changed on me. Oh my God, he hasn't done anything so far. Oh, there he is. Okay, this guy's a little bit smaller. Still really well proportioned. Shoulders. I think he's got a year before he can claim the same size as big brothers have. All right. You can figure it out from here. You can figure it out. If you don't do something pretty soon, you're going to wind up back in the net. There you go. All right. There it is. Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. I love those fish. I love the acrobats. Okay, we've already seen your pretty large fish. I'm glad I waited around for the 5 minutes. Holy cow, I'm all tangled up. You took one of the chironomids. And you tangled everything else up, or I did it while I was casting. No, I think you did it when you went airborne. You've got quite a mess for me to clean up now. That's the first guy who took the chironomid. Oh, come back, buddy. First time today I've seen the squirmy wormy trailing behind. Okay. Oh. Okay. I am going to move positions, and I do have quite a mess to clean up. That is pretty. Okay, buddy, your nose is headed the right way. And tip it down so you can see over the edge. And then you turn yourself the wrong way in the net. Come on, here we go. You can do this. Find your way out. There, see that? Is your jaw caught in there? No. There you go. There's one. Oh. That didn't take long. Moving was a good idea. Okay. Oh. Squirmy wormy again. All right, let's get them unhooked. Let's see if you can figure this puzzle out. Find your way out of the maze here. Think you're fresh enough. Man, what a beautiful fish. There he goes. All right. Okay, let's turn you around so you get a view of whatever happens. There it is. Oh, that didn't take long to hook up. Oh. There's another fish taking. That guy, what is he? He looks colored differently. No, he's a rainbow. For a second, I was wondering if they had browns in here because he was kind of an olive yellow color. Oh, don't you dare. That's the problem with being in so shallow. as they do have a tendency to want to head for the weeds. And that's where he's headed. He wants the reeds. Oh. Now he's headed for the willows. No, 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 no. All right. I managed to keep him out of that and keep my line low enough that... Okay, okay. Come back this way. Okay, he's in. Oh, thick fish. There you go. Oh, you were almost there, buddy. There you go. There it is. Just when I was at the point where I was going to bring it in to see if it was tangled and not getting down. I want to see which fly. I am definitely coming back next year, and I want to see how much bigger all you fish are. Okay, come here, buddy. He took shallow. I think that's the first fly, which is a size 16 or 14 black chironomid snow cone. Come here, buddy. You're close. Okay, let's get the indicator out of here. How the hell? How the hell is that looped up? There we go. Okay. Here he goes. All right, he's got brothers that are eating out here. Let's see if we can get one of them involved in this.